Welcome back to Bebe's World. Today we're doing poke. We also went to Yee Noodle, Boba, pomegranate kiwi smoothie. I don't know what kind of sauces these are, but we're not going to use them. I only like the chili sauce, but how's everybody doing? You're going to hear my cats and the animals in the background. Kiwi pomegranate. So good. So I got a naked salmon, non-marinated. It comes crunch style, which has all these little extra crunchies. Cucumber, edamame, peas, jalapenos. My cats are everywhere right now. They're just freaking out. Oof. You know, I don't think I'm gonna talk today because I'm just not in the talking mood. Why? Why does this happen every time with you? This is apparently the biggest size. It was like damn near $20. You know what it is? It doesn't look big, but it's deep. The other ones are super shallow. It comes small, kahuna size, and then big. And supposedly this is their big. So, you know. Ooh. Ooh. Why are y'all so close yet so far away? I went downtown Evanston for y'all. Yo, they're on top of the world right now, literally. Lay down. Go lay down. I'm gonna bring you closer. That's a little better. I always ask for extra boba. Hello, friend. Come join me, dear. He's like, okay, I will. I'm so addicted to boba. I always finish the tapioca pearls first before I finish the smoothie. Just give me boba. Fuck the smoothie. Fill it up to the top, buttercup. I'm not gonna talk today because I am dead ass alone in my apartment, in the upstairs apartment. It is piss quiet. Okay? I mean piss. So we're just gonna, and you get to listen to the sounds of me eating poke. No, that's a lie. I'm gonna talk. Mostly because I gotta tell y'all how much of a joke this life of mine is. Sometimes it's just, you know, me laughing back at the universe, like, why I gotta fuck my life. I want to divulge my entire life story, but obviously that's a lot to tell. So, given the events that are upcoming, I only find it appropriate to tell you about this. It was a blip in my life, okay? I have mentioned in my past videos about my first boyfriend ever. Now, that's a little bit of a lie because there was technically a boyfriend before that, but I don't really count him. I honestly have a horrible range of time, but I will tell you something. This relationship only lasted not even 2 weeks, maybe a month tops. But I had, they still are very overprotective parents, right? So this was me at the end of 8th grade transitioning to freshman year. I was still in 8th grade, but it was weeks away until summer, until I transitioned to freshman year. So I'm thinking I'm a grown-ass woman already, right? Now, I didn't ever have an official boyfriend before this. You know, this is the first boyfriend ever, but I can't even count him, okay? I know, Bear. Get your seatbelt on, because this story is a wild one. It's not even a story. I have to go back to current times and tell you that I am going to a wedding this upcoming Saturday. It's currently Tuesday. I know what you're thinking. Wedding, fun, yay. Well, now, I just have to use real names, real everything, okay? Because it just gets too confusing otherwise. I hate using the word fiance. I don't feel engaged. I'm not married yet. I don't like boyfriends, so I'm gonna call him my SO, aka significant other, okay? My SO and I grew up together, meaning we went to Catholic school together from kindergarten to 8th grade. Now, from kindergarten to 8th grade, we weren't in all of those classes together. I think we had kindergarten, 4th grade, 7th grade together. So we were only together in 3 classes, but we all mingled. We all, you know, would go on field trips together, woo, woo, woo. Now, this is important to the story. My SO is an Eagle Scout. He's very proud of that. Shout out to the Eagles. But in order to become an Eagle Scout, you first have to be a Boy Scout. Well, I haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet, okay? He was in Boy Scouts with his now stepbrother, okay? We're gonna call... No, I can't use real names. Not in this situation, okay? I can't. We're gonna call his stepbrother Wee Wee. Now, Wee Wee didn't go to school with us, but they were in the same district. So, it was Wee Wee, his two brothers, and their dad, Mr. Wee Wee. Mr. Wee Wee... It's funny because her last name is Wiener, okay? It's very fitting. Was the head Eagle Scout. So that's why they were all together, right? It just so happened. Now, here's the thing. I was friends with Regina George, which we'll talk more about her in different videos. I've briefly talked about her. She was like the young Pamela Anderson of her day. Hot, questionable, but blonde, blue-eyed. All the boys loved her. She starts dating this guy, right? He's a head honcho guy. Head honcho guy has a group of friends. Now, Wee was kind of a part of that group. So basically, I'm friends with Regina. There's also a Gretchen. Gretchen's dating Regina's boyfriend's best friend. So then there was me. I'm like, I want a boyfriend. Like, what's going on? Hook me up with somebody. So, unbeknownst to me, I didn't even know that my SO, was in Boy Scouts with Wee Wee. Because he didn't go to our school. I didn't even know him. It's just a small-ass world. Now, my SO's mom was a cheerleading coach. Okay? So at some point in time, after he graduated or whatever, Mr. Wee Wee and my soon-to-be mother-in-law end up together. Okay? You know where I'm headed with this. Moral of the story, guess who's seeing her first boyfriend ever at this wedding? Okay? My family hated him, okay? To this day, I mentioned it to my mom, and she's like, is that the guy you went to the movies with one time? She's like, I don't like that guy. He rubbed me the wrong way. My late brother called him SH, which is a very derogatory term. He was bad news then. He was like a bad boy, smoking weed, and I mean, back then it was very controversial, but now apparently he has a whole ass family and is a police officer and ex-military guy, like really changed his life around. But yeah, like we went to the movies one time. I actually did not lose to him. But, he's the first person that, I can't even say it on here, but, messing around with. But it was funny, right? Because he's just been one of those people that's never had social media. He fell off the face of the earth. I probably ran into him twice at 2 retail stores throughout the years, and we just briefly said hi. Like, there was no ill will or animosity. I don't even remember how we broke up. It just fizzled out. Like, we just stopped talking, you know? It's not like we had real feelings for each other. It was just like, I'm desperate, you're desperate, what's up, you know? But you know what's crazy? The craziest part about this story? I just always knew, I don't know why, like in the deep pit of my stomach, that somehow, some way, I was gonna run into him again at some point in time. And it just so happens, I always think of Mace when I say that. And it just so happens, I don't know the rest of the words, that my SO's mother married Wee Wee's dad. So that's his stepbrother. So technically, my stepbrother-in-law. What the F is that shit? Okay? I know, and the person who's getting married is their cousin, who also went to our grammar school. And she was a couple years younger than us. But I remember seeing her in passing. And I know for a fact that we're all gonna be at the same table together. Like, y'all, I stopped drinking. My ass is gonna be guzzling champagne. Like, just like, first, you know, we've been together for 3.5 years now, coming on 4. And I've managed to only see him one time until now. This will be the second. We managed to escape something like the Thanksgivings with them and Christmases. Or like there was the first year we were together, he said he had work or something. I don't know. But he had a 13-year-old daughter. She's probably like 15 now. Who was giving me the evil eye, yo? I'm like, bitch, I could have been your mom. But no, you couldn't have been, because like, it was such a kid-ass relationship. We went to the movies together. We went to Dairy Queen. We were never really alone because it was somebody's parents, like, giving us a ride. But, yeah. It was terrible because Regina was showing him pictures of me that I tried to, like, thirst trap for. Like, I was like, apparently he was, like, ghetto. You know, I use ghetto loosely because that's the terms that we used back then. He was, like, you know, wannabe wanksta. So I had, like, a crop top on, and I was like, what's really good, you know? He was like, damn, she fine. So I was like, okay, what's really good? Like, let's get together. Let's make out. But that one time that I saw him, I mean, he looked the same, but he just looked bitter and angry and sad. But you know what? He cost me my best friend. Not Regina. There was another girl. And she doesn't even deserve any recognition at all, but basically she didn't approve of him either. And she was going around, like, spreading rumors about me that I was doing, like, X, Y, and Z with him. She was passing notes in class, and the teacher found it. I was like, go to the principal's office. But ever since then, we were just never friends. Like, she really judged me for having a boyfriend. she was really prude back then and was just not approving of my exploring sexuality in 8th grade. I mean, we went to a very strict religious Catholic school, but yeah. And in a sense though, it's not his fault that I'm not her friend anymore. I actually appreciate that happening because I realized that she just wasn't a real friend. You would think that she wanted to date him, but she didn't, you know? It was like that kind of situation. She bullied me on Zanga, and y'all are way too young to be here because no one's gonna know what Zanga is. She would send me all these messages, and the only reason we found out was because I think my parents called the cops at one point, and somebody tracked the IP, and the IP was like to her house, which she lived a block away from me. Like, bro, you're gonna judge me for living my damn life. So yeah, I'm gonna see Wee Wee on Saturday. And, you know, we're grown. That was damn near, not 20 years ago, but almost 20 years ago now. And, ooh, I just ate something really spicy. It's just strange because when I saw the dad again, he remembered me. Like, I met him one time, and it's like, hey, I'm with your other son now. What are the odds, you know? Crazy. I should just record it for y'all. I should record this shit and just take a whole ass camera with me. I'm like, hey, we're at the wedding. I'm a vlogger now. I vlog. What do you do? Oh, you're a cop? That's pretty cool. Whew. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for joining. Let me know if you have any suggestions or if you want me to, you know, if you have any special requests. I'm thinking about dropping my Cash App. I don't have a Cash App, but, you know, Venmo, whatever. But I feel like it's like, you know, we're all going through hard times. Like, why am I going to ask you guys for money? Like, I feel bad, you know? Maybe I should just panhandle in the street at that point. Like, I should. What have I got to lose? Really good. Peace out, y'all.